What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of RadioActive Podcast. I am Ian, and joining me as always is our what is your nickname? Your nickname is
Captain,
Captain Para,
and
and
you are
I'm
Lieutenant Eldridge.
Lieutenant Eldridge. Whoop whoop.
So today on the show, we are going to be discussing Ice Nine Kills'. That sounded weird because it's double S's. But we're going to be discussing their newest music video and song for a work of art, which was in the Terrifier 3 movie. So I guess we can just start talking about the song to start off with, and then we can go into the music video. Ian, what were your initial... Let's do this first, actually. What were your initial thoughts when you heard that they were going to be doing a song for the Terrifier movie? Because I know you're a big fan of Ice Nine Kills and the Terrifier franchise.
So listen, before I dive into the song and the movie, what people fail to understand, or maybe they don't, if they are ignorant to the fact, that's okay. But what they have to understand about Terrifier, right, is this started off as a low budget movie, right, called All Hallows Eve. From there, Terrifier came around, and it was on Netflix. It was on a streaming platform, which was pretty good. But then Terrifier 2 hit theaters in 2022, blew the freaking roof off of the box office, right? It went viral. It went crazy. Everybody was ranting and raving about this movie, right? And that's what people don't understand about it. Same goes with Terrifier 3. Holy shit. You want to talk about defying expectations? This Hold on, let me double check my sources here really quick, and I could tell you what this movie has made. Yeah, okay, hold on. So the weekend it was released, not only was it number one, but it beat some heavy hitters. It beat Joker, A Full Ado, and a couple other movies that escape me right now.
This is
But mostly
Terrifier 2?
three, the one
3.
that came
Okay.
out this
Yeah.
year.
Okay.
Although the one in 2022 was also just brilliant, absolutely astounding.
Mhm.
But Terrifier 3 came out this year and it was number one. I mean, it beat Joker, A Full Ado, and a couple other heavy hitters, and it has made so far $44.5 million.
Damn.
Which, by the way, beat Beetlejuice in terms of weekend gross, not in totality, but weekend gross.
Mhm.
Piece by Piece and Transformers 1 in weekend gross, not total, but weekend. I mean, it's just incredible, really. I mean, the insatiable violence, meaning there's just never enough. I mean, it's just nonstop from start to finish, right? It's very over the top, but that's what makes it so good. I mean, you go to see a movie and you're like, "Oh, this is gonna be okay," but then you have people getting sick, you have people, like, gagging and covering
Which
their eyes.
which would be me, and this is what's really funny is because I absolutely love Ice Nine Kills, but, like, I do not like horror movies. I've never watched a horror movie. Like, the only horror movie I've seen was Paranormal Activity, which isn't even that scared or scary, but me and my sister were watching it, and, like, at the commercial breaks, like, I would go to the bathroom, but I'd pee with the door open because 'cause I'm like, "They're gonna get me." So, like, I don't do good with horror movies, but I love Ice Nine Kills. So this, like, being that they did this song is really cool to me because it's kinda like I got to see kind of a glimpse of what Terrifier is like without actually seeing it. Like, you kinda get it from the song, which with a lot of Ice Nine Kills songs, you get that too because, like, oh, I can't come up like, what are some of the songs about? Like, Assault and Batteries, I believe, is, like, for Chucky, right? So, like, for, like, that example, like, I've never seen Chucky, but just listening to the song, you get the idea of what it's about, right?
Right, right, and, Art the Clown is in the music video.
Yes.
David Howard Thornton, that's the dude in the movie,
Mhm.
and it's so cool, like, in terms of the over the top violence, like I just mentioned, you have to keep in mind the dude who plays Art the Clown in the Terrifier franchise, he's getting sick. Like he himself, the actor who plays the killer, is getting physically ill from doing some of these scenes. He's like, dude, it's a little much, but like, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, my, like going back to just when they said they were gonna, like, be releasing a song for the Terrifier movie, my, like, very first thing that popped in my head was, "Oh, they gotta have, like, a little clown horn sound in the song," and they did, and I was like, "Amazing." It's perfect.
You have that little piano riff in there and that little trumpet bit
Yes.
and
Mhm,
the horn. I mean, it's all just fantastic. It really is.
mhm. Yeah, and, like, honestly, if it weren't for you, probably, I wouldn't really know anything about the Terrifier movies, but, um, like, if I didn't know anything about those movies, but again, like, listen to that song, you get the idea of it or watching the music video. So, yeah, I guess we kinda touched on the song, so do you wanna go into the actual music video?
Yes, but before we do, let's talk about these beanies for a second.
Let's. Okay. These beanies were made with love by our great friend, Aaron Moore. These I'm gonna go first about talking about these beanies. These are the most comfortable beanies. I'm Canadian, so I might say toque, so don't no one make fun of me. But these beanies are so comfortable. They fit your head so well. I have a green one. Aaron made me a radioactive one. And I wore it today for work because it was really cold out today, and it just keeps your ears so nice and warm, and just the colors, like, look at that. Like, these are so cool. Uh, so Ian, you can express your happiness towards these beanies too.
She made me and my girlfriend a beanie. I mean, these are so warm, and I feel like they're so like spiffy too. Like you could wear this to a Christmas party, a Thanksgiving gathering. It's very flashy. Um, it's very fashionable as much as it is just warm and comforting. So huge love, huge props to Aaron, dude. Thank you
Yes,
so much for making
and
these beanies.
And I have the one from the BVB Bleeders collection, I guess you can call it, that Erin did. She made a few of these ones. Not too sure if she has any left, but if she does, definitely send her a message. I believe she also just opened a Etsy shop. So if you are interested in purchasing a toque, head over to her Etsy. I'm not too sure what like her username is on that, but even just go to Instagram and find her, and you can probably figure out the rest from there. But yeah, big shout out to Erin Moore for these great beanies.
Hell
Now
yeah, dude.
to a work of art music video. Ian, go.
Okay, so right out of the gate, I want to comment on the baby bit because the
Okay,
baby
here's the
bit.
thing. That's what confuses me because I did not watch the whole video, but I've just been seeing like this girl just all of a sudden just like has a baby. Like, what's going on with this?
So part of the Terrifier, like I guess you could call it a shtick, right? Is it doesn't take itself too seriously, especially Art the Clown. His character, like, he has some mannerisms that are kind of goofy, and the movie also just doesn't take itself too seriously, right? Um, that being said, there's a woman gives birth to a baby in an Ice Nine Kills mosh pit. That's so funny. And Art just takes the baby, just just whoop, and the bartender like catches the baby, but I think that's just so funny. And I like that quality of the video of okay, this doesn't take itself too seriously. It's kind of fun, it's kind of goofy in like kind of a grotesque sort of way. But I mean, I loved it. I loved it from start to finish. I love the part where he gets the machine gun and he just shoots them all down on stage. The people in the mosh pit just kill each other, which I think is
Yes.
hilarious.
Mhm.
But all in all, absolutely well done. Very, very awesome music video for sure. I loved it. I loved every second of it.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't watch the whole thing, but like as you're saying, like parts of the video, I remember like them posting some clips on their Instagram that I did see. But yeah, it seems like a very well put together music video, and I like with Ice Nine's music videos how they always do it's really like a movie. Like that I looked at that music video and I'm like, it's 15 minutes long. I'm like, what the hell? But it was because there's like a little intro, the music video, then there's like a special like whatever part to it, and then like an outro thing or whatever. So it's like
There's a
clip.
story. There's a
Yes.
chunk. So with all of Ice Nine Kills, all of their videos, there's a story going on, and there's this resounding idea that Spencer Charnas is a serial killer, right? And he's been brought to trial. He's been questioned.
I gotta sneeze. I'm so sorry. You can keep going, but if I sneeze, just don't worry about it.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, okay, it went away. You're good. Continue.
Um, but that's just it. I mean, it's really cool. I think it's a cool quality to have in their videos.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that too. And like you said, they Ice Nine almost always puts kind of like a goofy twist in their videos, like you said, with like art, like just yeeting the baby. Like it's like goofy stuff that you wouldn't expect being it's like like revolving around horror movies, but it's an element that takes you by surprise and it's like really funny when they do that. And yeah, they do their music videos in kind of a movie style and stuff. So it's really cool. And just the level of production that they have in their videos too, like especially this last one, because they had like some people from like Octane in that video and like they had a bunch of like special like cameos, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh,
Well,
another
they had the dude from System of a Down. He was in there
yeah,
too for a
yeah.
second.
And what I also thought was cool too, this made me kind of sad, but I'm not gonna get into it. But Patrick, their old drummer, he's not no longer with the band. But in this video, they kind of debuted their new drummer. So I thought that was kind of cool. It was kind of a perfect time, I feel like, for them to bring in a new drummer.
Oh,
'Cause
damn! I did not know that. I actually,
yeah, so that Pat left or that they got a new drummer.
they got a new drummer.
Yeah. So yeah, Patrick left, which I was so sad about because Patrick, second favorite drummer of mine. So I was like, oh no. But yeah, so they got a new drummer and they debuted him in a work of art music video. So that's kind of cool because a lot of bands like they'll kind of have departures just in the middle of nowhere. And then it's a while before you kind of see a new member in a music video or feature like in a song or on a tour or something. So it's cool that he got put in that music video.
They did. Half Past Dead is going through a transition too with
Yes.
drummers.
Mhm.
For those of you who don't know, Half Past Dead is a group of underdogs, right? They're not really like huge, but I love them. I think they've got a passion, a personality, pizzazz. I love it. I adore it. So big, major shout out to Half Past Dead. Those guys fucking rock, and I love them very much.
I had an interesting thought about like this this music video specifically with Ice Nine Kills because obviously Spencer is a huge horror movie fan. But this, to my knowledge, is kind of the first time that they're doing a movie for or a song for like a movie soundtrack, if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken. So,
yes.
like, it just makes me wonder, like, how cool that is for, like, Spencer to be able to, like, have created something revolving around something else that you really love, and then having it being featured in this realm of film that you absolutely love. Like
To kind of piggyback off of that idea, I know that you don't watch horror movies, but in the latest Scream movie, Scream 6, there was actually a little cameo for Ice Nine
yes,
Kills
I
in
heard about that.
that
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
Mhm,
It's not like I know for a fact that in the background, one of the scenes, if you look closely, you have to be paying attention. There's an Ice Nine Kills poster in the background.
mhm. Yeah,
They're 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 getting out there, man. They really are. In some of these but like some of the latest horror movies, they're
yeah.
getting out there.
But that's, like, really cool because, like, he just loves horror movies so much, and he mixed that with another thing he loved, which is music. And now that, like you said, he's getting recognized in kind of the horror film industry, like, and is actually, like, getting used in videos and movies is, like, I feel like that's super cool, and I would love to know, like, what his initial thoughts were when he found out that they'd be doing this song for the soundtrack. Oh, another thing I want to talk about has nothing to do with this movie, but do you remember in 2016 when it was coming out and there's just a bunch of random ass clowns running around like the cities?
Yes, yes, I do. So I believe when I was a senior in high school, the movie was coming out in like 2017,
Yes.
um, after graduation. But before it came out, there were clowns. I think there was a clown in the Oakville parking lot of a high school just chilling. And in the back of my head, I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on? Why are there clowns just all over the place?
Mhm. Yeah, it was like the most bizarre thing. And some of them were just walking around to freak people out. But others had like I don't know what it was like in the States, but here in some areas they're like carrying machetes around and like trespassing on people's lawn and like just staring into people's windows, and it was just the creepiest thing ever. I was in middle school when that was all going on, so I was like, I'm gonna die. I won't even see high school.
I keep forgetting you're a baby, dude. You're only 21.
Yeah. But yeah, that just talking about Art the Clown just made me think of that. Okay, so I had a question for you about
For me,
yes, a work of art and Terrifier. The whole Terrifier franchise. I had to write this down because I thought it was just so good. Do you think that this music video helped to describe the true essence of Terrifier 3 and the whole Terrifier franchise?
yes, I do. I think what Ice Nine Kills has done is they have put together like a depiction of what to expect going into the third movie. And not even just the third movie, but all of the movies. Because again, with the music video, we have the goofy shit with the baby, we have the absolutely chaotic, just just crazy, chaotic. There's a lot of violence. I'm trying to find the words. But I mean, again, that one scene in the mosh pit where everybody is stabbing and beating the ever living shit out of each other, right? And then they're all dead. Everybody in the concert venue, everybody's dead, right? They're all like chopped up and disemboweled, right? That and then the fact that Art has a machine gun in his little garbage bag and he just kills all the members of Ice Nine. I mean, that is these are things to expect when you're going and seeing these movies because, you know, there's a reason people are saying, and you read an article or you see a video on TikTok or Instagram, and it's like, yeah, people are getting sick, people are like passing out, people are walking out of the theater. Like, yeah, that's because it's that graphic and that morbid. That's exactly why. And Ice Nine Kills displays all of these qualities very perfect. It's very perfect.
See, I hope next time they tour, I hope they play a work of art and they better have an Art the Clown like running around on stage.
I
Although that
hope
might
they do.
scare me a little bit. That might be like, wait, it's like maybe like someone's impersonating Art, but they have like the messed up mind of Art the Clown and they're actually just gonna like legitly stab everybody.
I don't think that that's going to happen. And that's what people, Quentin Tarantino is an outstanding director, and he is often criticized for his over the top violence, right? In his movies. And there was an interview that I watched with Quentin Tarantino, and this woman is like, why is there so much violence in your movies? And he goes, you need to understand real life versus movies. And I think any sane person can understand and differentiate life from the movies. And that is the same with Terrifier. Art the Clown is a psychopath on the big screen, but in real life, he's a regular dude. No murderous intent, none of that. It's a movie for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people don't understand that. I mean, you know, I'm sure you do. You understand that. I understand that. But, Ice Nine Kills and Terrifier, I mean, my God. Let me see how this music video is doing. Because we know
Oh, I'm
how
sure
Terrifier 3
pretty
is
good.
doing, but I want to see how this music video is doing. It has 1 million views,
Damn. I mean, that's pretty good.
w- which I don't think they've ever gotten that much like foot traffic on a music video that quickly in a
Mhm.
while. Same with Black Veil Brides and Bleeders.
Yeah.
Bleeders went viral
Yeah.
super quick.
But yeah, like, you gotta play with, like, the algorithm too on YouTube because like, people search up Terrifier 3 or like you said, like, interviews with the directors or actors, and then, like, recommended videos get popped up. So then, like, if anyone searches Terrifier, you're gonna probably come across that on your recommended videos. So, it's it's kind of like it's probably helping in both ways, right? Like, you look up the Ice Nine Kills video, and it's like, "Oh, let's look up this video of Terrifier," right? Like, vice versa.
And then I'm gonna go watch the movie, right?
Exactly. So yeah. So, in conclusion, Terrifier 3 is apparently great. Well, I don't know, probably scare the shit out of me. A Work of Art is a great song. The music video's really cool, and Art the Clown scares Victoria.
So never dress up like art, right?
Please don't. Spirit Halloween this year had an animatronic that just like of Art the Clown, and he was like honking his horn. Yeah. And I didn't even wanna go near it, but I saw somewhere in the States, someone dressed up as Art and, like, mimicked the animatronic, and then
Yep.
they would actually pop out, and I was like, "I swear to God," like, that person would just get a fist right in the nose.
Well, I think that was, David Howard Thornton. I think he
Was
was
it?
the one doing that
Yeah,
because I
well, I saw
saw the
that
same
one.
video.
I saw that he was doing that, but some random person too, like an employee at Spirit Halloween was also doing it. But I did see the one with the actor, yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, please no one dress up as Art the Clown. Greatly appreciated. Yep.
What an awesome topic. What an awesome movie. Um, what an awesome song. What an awesome music video.
What an awesome band.
Yes. Ice Nine Kills, man. I'm waiting for an album. I am ready for another album, but I love what they're doing. Never stop because that's how Ice Nine Kills got huge
Yeah.
is because they started going with this theme of horror movies. And I think that's like, I've said this word so many times, but shtick. That's their shtick
Mhm.
is horror movies and writing songs dedicated to horror movies. And I think that's their bread and butter.
Yes. Well, and even, like, at some point, if they run out of horror movies, like, you can Spencer is good enough at making his music videos into movies, like, you can make your own damn story up. Do a whole album of your own story, right?
Right.
Create your own horror movie, like a concept album, like what Black Veil Brides did with The Phantom Tomorrow, and you can even take it to another level and do, like, the Legion of Black movie, where it was, like, a whole thing for every song. I can totally see Ice Nine Kills doing that.
100%. I can 100% see Ice Nine Kills doing some shit like that.
That wraps everything up today, folks. Thank you for hanging out with Ian and I. We had a blast talking about Ice Nine Kills and their new music video, A Work of Art. Go check it out if you haven't. Again, these beautiful beanies are from our good friend Erin Moore. Go check her out on Instagram and check out her Etsy shop and purchase a toque or beanie of your own. And we will be back next week with another episode with somebody special from a band called Until I Wake. Stay tuned. See you guys.